The one thing that I have known for certain since I learned anything about the Israel Palestine conflict, people that are pro Palestine are very prone to being violent individuals. And it has been proven true in Boston now. They had a riot in Boston. Of course, it's only called a protest by most news organizations. But during it, the pro Palestine folks attacked the police. Now, it would be one thing if these folks were just, normal run of the mill folks and everything like that, but they're not. They're pro Palestine folks. These are folks that are in support of terrorism. And so while they're doing that, they decide, hey, let's also attack the cops. Even though you're in a city that supports you, you're in a state that supports you, you're going to attack the cops. But I got a news story I'm going to read you. Now, folks, I am constantly trying to put the news out there. I try to bring out ideas for people to listen to. I try to bring news that not many people talk about. I have enough folks that are trying to censor me, trying to stop me. It would really do me a lot of help if you would hit like, subscribe. And if you really want to help, I've got a link tree down below. It's got a Patreon, but you don't have to. But hit like, subscribe. That would really do me a lot of favors. So let's get into this wild story.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
So, what happened? Between 200 and 300 people participated in a demonstration in downtown Boston on Tuesday night after what began as a pro-Palestinian protest quickly turned into a riot. A total of 13 people were arrested after police say people in the group became violent towards police officers. The agitators also blocked an intersection, according to police. When officers attempted to move the group to the sidewalk to allow emergency vehicles to pass, protesters surrounded police cruisers, kicked vehicle doors, and resisted dispersal efforts. Several officers were assaulted during the period, including one struck in the face. Protesters also ignited smoke devices and flares, further endangering officers and bystanders, the Boston Police Department said in a statement. Police said as violence escalated, more officers were deployed to the area while agitators continued to resist dispersal. During the melee, police officers reported the rioters were forcibly removing and damaging their equipment. During the disturbance, officers reported equipment being forcibly removed or damaged, including body-worn cameras, radios, bicycles, and other duty gear, the agency said. Boston police made arrests for unlawful assembly, violent resistance, and obstruction of emergency response efforts. Osama Khatib, Roder Atwood, Adalonga Carrie Gabron, Haley McIntyre, Madeline Weichel, Jacob Pettigrew, Amun Prophet, Laith Hintzman, Benjamin Chakran, Owen Woodcock, Prahlad Iyengar, Styx Hatch. I'm wondering if he's named after the band. STYX. Either he's named after the whole Greek going to where you're going thing, or he's named after the band. Gabriel Smith were arrested on Tuesday night. According to Boston.com, initial protests were organized by local Students for Justice and Palestine chapters, which, hey, a lot of connections to Antifa, a lot of connections to Democratic Socialist of America. Yeah, not that difficult to understand why they would do this, which coincided with the 2-year mark of the October 7th, 2023 terrorist attack by Hamas. The protest was intended to flood downtown for Palestine. According to the report, people yelled F you Nazis and BPD is KKK as they refused to leave the area. In a statement, Democratic Mayor Michelle Wu said those who engaged in attacks on police will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. It's Massachusetts, probably not far. We are extremely grateful for the work of Boston police in keeping the city safe and supporting the right to peacefully protest. Boston will not tolerate violence. We categorically condemn those who came into our communities to attack our police officers. The individuals who engaged in these attacks must be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Protesters on Wednesday also showed up to the arraignment for those who were arrested during the riot on Tuesday night, according to the Boston Herald. Yeah. It would be one thing if these folks weren't attached to some of the most violent groups here in America. I mean, you're talking Antifa, you're talking Democratic Socialist of America, you're talking Party for the PSL, Party for Socialism and Liberation. This is who these groups are associated with. And you know what? Them getting arrested is not a shock in any way, shape, or form. But it's a shock that it's happening in Boston because, well, these folks just love it when they're out there attacking folks. This is a normal thing for them. It's going to keep happening. That's all I got to say about that. It's going to keep happening. If you don't believe that it will, then I feel sorry for you because these folks are connected to all the worst people in this country. So, thought I'd bring this to your attention because, well, I haven't heard a lot of folks talking about it yet, but I'm going to talk about it because, well, they really are some dangerous individuals. This has been Paul with the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.